What up, boys and girls, and welcome back to another episode of Karp Talk Radio. We're fresh back from cities here in Kentucky, and we've got a lot to go over today, and so I'm going to pass it off to my co-host, Jamie.
Don't even ask me.
How'd it go this weekend, Jamie?
I told you not to ask me.
And Ryan Ferry.
And Ryan, the top 8 king of Kentucky.
Got the drink in me going back to back.
You talk about it, Ryan. I don't want to talk about these past few days.
So my boy here that you're seeing in the camera was my MVP these past couple days. I tried to make a meta call on day 3, switched to Lucaria bats in fear of certain electric type matchups, and promptly misplayed my way out of top 8.
But you did make the right meta call.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, there was a ton of Manectric there, plus Raichu bats.
But focusing back on the positives, so I actually did something. Okay, I'm going to reveal my face now. What's up, guys?
Oh, God, it's hideous.
So what happened to you this weekend, Ryan?
What happened to me? Well, day 1 of cities for me was Louisville and not in Tennessee because I had to work. So in Louisville, I decided to run the now famous Entei deck. Shout out to Austin Vance. Shout out to the player in Texas who initially built Entei Charizard and kind of established it as a winning idea. But I managed to 4-0 to start off both days of Swiss to where I could ID the last 2 of each Swiss and get my way into top 8. Ran into the unstoppable force known as Tyler Keller, lost to him in 3 games, went to time, still lost to him, but it was a great match. And then in Lexington, I lost to our superfan, Josh Sutherland, with DJ's deck.
And my cards.
And mine. But that's not the point.
Right.
Point is, Josh Sutherland made top 4. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
DJ made top 8 in London, which is awesome.
Awesome.
And then Moy.
So, pretty successful first time at cities. That's what it sounds like to me, Mr. Ferry.
Yeah, I'd say so. But knowing now that I can actually win might mean that I have a shot at other events.
That's right.
If I stop playing decks that are bad, maybe I'll start winning. What a foreign concept. Or I'll just fall on my face trying to make meta calls. Either or.
Well, you still made the right call on Thursday.
And you made the right call by judging. That way I didn't have to play you.
Heck yeah. I don't know, man. Judging's a lot harder than I thought it'd be, so my hat's off to anybody that does that on a regular basis.
What, you just shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 4 cards? That's all judging is, right?
That's right.
Oh, I see what you did there.
No, it was
that's almost as bad as my jackass joke I made at Ramsey's. Tarbell was like, "I'm done," and he just gets up and walks off.
No, that judging that event though, it was definitely a learning experience because, you know, we had the kid that shuffled their hand into their deck after they used a level ball, so I had to figure out how to get that fixed back, and because they were a senior, you know, drop it down a level from the severity that it would have been a game loss. Then we had the thing about taking extra prizes and shuffling their hand. Just a lot of, I guess it was good that those were there because I had Rick and I had Kyle, so they were able to show me, you know, where these guidelines were and things like that and how to proceed with them. And Kyle was, you know, he was right on top of everything as far as being the tournament organizer went and stuff, so I can't wait to see him take over as the premier tournament organizer for this state.
So shout out to Kyle and Rick for being awesome. Yep. They did a really good job in Tennessee as well from what I hear. And I think our state will be in good hands with Kyle. He's a great guy. He's been on our show, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Go
check
watch
it
that
out.
if you haven't. But Kyle's a great guy, and he's a great judge, great ambassador for this game. So
Mhm.
I think we'll be in
And
good hands with him.
and he got top 8 today.
Yeah, he did. He got top 4.
Oh, top 4. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got top 4 with Greninja, Miltank,
Latios.
Latios.
So donking his way to victory.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. So, Jamie,
What?
how'd your cities go?
I don't want to talk about it.
You want me to go back to how my cities went since I didn't say a thing about it?
Yes.
So, in Louisville, I started to play the same deck that Ryan played. That's what I brought with me. And then at the last minute, I got to talking with Josh, and I'd been checking out the deck that DJ had been working on, and I'm really big on DJ's deck building. So if he tells me a deck's good or that he's got something that works, I'll take his word for it. That don't mean I can play it the way that he has it built, but I played around with the deck quite a bit, and I really liked how it worked. So we went with it. And what it was a Vileplume Regice deck that you want to get the Vileplume down and then lock out their attackers with your Regice, or use like Lysander to draw up anything that's a non-EX and knock them out so they can attack you. The deck done, I thought it done pretty good. I went 3-3 with it, which isn't great, but the major problem that we ran into was the field was almost all was the Raichu bats, so there was no non-EX attackers for me to lock out. So even when my lock went down, as long as they could accelerate out some stuff before I could get the lockdown, they were just taking easy knockouts because it takes at least 2 turns to power up a Regice. So we had that going. That didn't work. But the 3 decks that I did beat, that worked out pretty good because they were playing EXs and I just locked them out. Our strategy worked. I think Josh played the same deck, kind of had the same results as me and DJ there, but then when we went to Lexington, I switched to Lucario Hammers, which done really good for me too, except I ran into a couple of night marches, and I'm just not going to beat that deck. I have no shot at beating it. But
Wait, you actually ran into Night March?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Night March had virtually no presence at these 3 cities.
Yeah.
At least in the
like
upper.
How you avoided Kyogre.
Yeah, I played Entei in a field full of Kyogre and still
I
top
ran
8'd.
headlong into the match I didn't need. Actually, they were talking about how Kyogre was missing you. It kept running into all these Vespiquen decks.
Yup.
The deck that wasn't supposed to be there was beating the deck that was brought to beat you.
Yeah, which I think is hilarious. That, I don't know, something about building a deck or teching in, like Tarbell was like, oh, well, I put in 2 megaphones for you. I'm like, you didn't put them in for me. You put them in for my deck.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah, in all the games that I watched, his megaphone actually got quite a bit of mileage.
Yeah.
It came up huge in a lot of games.
Yeah, actually getting to watch him play and really intently watch what he was doing and how seriously he takes this game, he definitely earned a lot of respect from me.
Oh yeah, me too, definitely. And
he did get his World's invite in London.
In London. So that was awesome. But I had one of the best games that I've played in a long time when I played against him in Lexington there. It came down to a turn in which if I pass the turn and he's got a Lysander, he's going to win. And what I've got to do on my turn is I've got to risk everything to either find a special fighting energy or the fighting stadium to knock out his Shaman with my Halucha. But I whiffed on it, had to pass the turn. He got to send his Shaman back to his hand and ended up getting his Lysander and winning the game. So, but it was good. I started out horrible in that match. The only supporter in my hand was a Hex Maniac, so I hexed him 3 turns in a row, and I took a couple of quick knockouts on some Pikachus. But after that, after he got out of the Hex lock, he just kind of piled everything up on me. But it was good times. I went Went 3-3 at that one as well, but no biggie. We'll get them next year.
Or at States.
Yeah, States. I like States. It's a much bigger field, so there's more decks to play against. When you're in that smaller field like that, you kind of know what's floating around there and things like that, and you always get matched up against the better players quicker, so you won't get as many, easier games starting out, whereas you might at a larger event.
No, I did not have it easy.
Mhm.
My resistance in Louisville, I know going into top 8 was 72%.
Nice.
And I think five of the top 8 I played. Well, counting myself, I played 4 of the other top 8. And then J.D. Schaffner made it to top 8 in Louisville, and he also made it to top 8 in today's in Owensville cities. JD had been one of my main playtest partners. And let's see. Top 8 in Louisville was, it was Tyler Keller, who I played twice. Mm-hmm. Let's see, Alex Haas, I played him. He was running Entei as well in Louisville. And I think he ran it in London too.
He did.
And then, what's that guy's name? The guy that got to Worlds last year is a senior and is a master this year.
Oh, was it the guy that built that deck?
He was another Eviltal Zerart Gallade player, whose name I can't remember, but I ran into him as well.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
in
about.
Louisville.
I can't remember his name either. I know what he looks like, though. Like, I can see him. I don't remember his name.
And then, who else did I?
Aaron Tarbell was in that top 8.
Yeah, Tarbell was in top 8. JD was in top 8, and then... Hold on. Wait. Got to do some research.
Did Jacob Hope make it in that top 8?
No, he won Lexington and top 4 in London.
Okay.
What are you looking up, Ron?
Trying to look up Louisville's top 8. I've got it on here.
Let me see if I've got it saved on my phone here. I might have the screenshot.
I didn't go to the Louisville one, so
You should have.
I had to work.
He had to work.
You was sick, remember?
Yeah, I didn't have no way getting up there.
Let's see. There's Lexington's top cut.
I've got Louisville.
You've
All
got
right.
Louisville?
Louisville, going in, the standings were Alex Haas. Number 2 was Ryan Ferry. Number 3, Aaron Tarbell. Number 4, Kevin Baxter. Number 5, Lance Bradshaw.
Him.
Number 6, Stephen Clark.
I played
7,
him.
Keller. And 8 was Jared Schaffner.
JD. Yeah, so I did ID to Stephen Clark, but I wound up playing him first round in Lexington and beat him. Yeah, so it was, for the top 8 I was paired up against in Louisville. And then myself.
Your resistance, 78.11.
Yeah, so it went down to 75, or it rounds down to 75, if I remember right.
Wow. That's incredible. Like,
Let's see if I can.
The person that's in first place that has the 15 points, it says a 52.22.
Yeah, and then Lexington's, I didn't get the resistance in my picture, but the top 8 in Lexington was Michael Delgado, Lexington player, myself, Kevin Baxter, Aaron Tarbell, Carl Shue, who wound up making it to the finals and losing to Jacob Hope, Josh Sutherland, and Lenny Presock, a player from, I believe he's from Kettering, from the Dayton area.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy who had the Ric Flair mat. And his daughter actually won juniors in Louisville and Lexington.
Oh, man. Don't remind me about the Louisville thing.
He was such a nice guy, though. And
Yeah, he was a great guy, and I'm really happy his kid won. Um,
I met
it,
lots of awesome people.
it's just that the last match that was played in the juniors was between his daughter and Xavier, and I don't know what Xavier was thinking in the last turn of that his game, but he has the win on board. All he has to do is use his Ultra Ball and go get a Crobat to kill the Joltik that's on the bench, and just pass the turn, and it'll knock out the poison. Will knock out the Pumpkaboo, and he doesn't do that, and she just promotes the Joltik, and Lysander's up as Shaman for the win.
So, Chris, did you notice in your picture that you took of the whole event in London, where everybody was posing for pictures and stuff? Brick tried to moon the camera.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, I just caught that.
I didn't take that picture, as you noticed. I'm in it.
Oh, yeah, you're in it. Who took it then?
You remember that guy climbed up on top of that ladder?
Yeah, but I can't remember which guy did it.
It's an employee.
Oh, yeah, the
Austin.
employee of the store, yeah.
I don't know who it was. You'd have to ask Jamie. He knows all those guys.
Yep. That was Austin.
Yeah, this was during my matchup against Jamie. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
And Squeaky's trying to grab his shirt. Yeah, Team Fish Knuckles. Shout out to Squeaky, by the way. He was awesome. I got to meet him in person for the first time at Cities, and he's a pretty cool guy as well.
Yeah, I didn't get to talk to a lot of them. I didn't have the time. I had Melinda and Xavier with me, and Melinda's super awesome to sit there and wait on us all, that whole time. So anytime the event was over, as much as I wanted to stick around and watch Ryan advance further in the tournament, I just couldn't, bring myself to make Melinda have to wait longer. Like yesterday, I would imagine she was about to kill me because when I was judging, the tournament just kept going on and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
Even with one last round, it felt like that tournament lasted longer than the other two where we had the additional round.
And then Aaron started to take his shirt off.
Yeah,
His shirt actually was off in the finals.
I think that's what helped him win.
So apparently he has a superstition of taking, Austin told me this, that he takes off one article of clothing for every round he wins in top 8. So one round was his shoes, one round was his socks, so the next logical step was shirt. See, I'd have just taken the belt off my pants at that point and counted it as an article.
Maybe he didn't wear a belt.
I don't know. I wasn't paying that much attention. Then again, I really wasn't paying that much attention in any of my games either, or else I'd have made it to top 8 by sheer force of personality.
You done good, though, for this week. I'm proud of you guys. I really am, you and DJ. I'm very proud of you guys.
Yeah, maybe we can start getting the word out there.
Yeah.
Maybe people will take us seriously.
Yeah. I mean, as a player, you always want personal success, but for me, I've always found that the success of the team is the most important thing, and when I see you guys do good, that's more important than just me doing well. So I'm very ecstatic for you guys.
Let's take a moment today to talk about tilt. Do you all have an awareness of what tilt is? Obviously, Jamie doesn't. Do you, Chris?
Tilt is my last match at Lexington when I'm playing Brick, and I start with a Halucha and Energy and all items in my hand that aren't Ultra Ball, and I have no supporters, and I draw a card and it's another Energy, and I pass the turn and he locks me out with Seismitoad. And
That sounds like Brick.
then I went on Tilt, even though it was the last game. It would have been the game that would have got me into top 8. I would have took Brick's spot.
He made top 8 in London.
He bubbled, didn't he? Yeah.
He bubbled in Lexington. He top 8'd in London.
I would have done that too, but regardless, I would have felt better. But
so I know that
it was bad.
Serena Radu and Kenny Wisdom talked about tilt in one of their podcasts a while back. And I kind of wanted to elaborate a little bit on it here as well, because I can't help but feel like with the mix of emotions, that tilt is something that's inevitably going to happen to a lot of us in this game. A lot of us don't have, starting off, the mental composure. It's not something that a lot of people are naturally born with. It's something that you develop over time and over experience. And I find that now that I'm realizing it, yeah, I had a lot of issues with mental toughness, I guess you could say, or mental control is what I'm trying to think of, like controlling your thoughts, controlling your breathing, controlling everything to where you can play to your maximum potential by not thinking too much, by just relaxing playing. And it's a whole lot easier said than done. Am I rambling?
No, that's about right. I mean, you're doing a lot in Pokemon that you're not doing in a lot of other games, because almost every card in the game makes you shuffle. So you're shuffling the deck. At the same time, you're thinking of what strategy you're using. If your opponent's talking to you, you've got that going on. There's a lot of things happening in the game at one time, and that's the reason why people can get confused real easy. And
yeah, first thing I do against Tarbell, I Ultra Ball for a Hawlucha. He's running Raichu Bats. That was smart. I use a Super Scoop Up, 160 damage on my Lucario. I scoop up the Bats. Can't even evolve them that turn. I go in for a third Shaman, realize my deck has 2 Shamans in it. Yeah. That was fun.
End of a long week, right?
Long week. Some of these people have been doing this for 8 days straight. I don't know how they do it.
There's still some of them still going on.
Yeah, exactly. From Tennessee to Kentucky to now Indiana. I know that Ohio's having a lot of their cities as well.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia's having a lot of their cities. Mega Gardevoir won, I think it was Norcross, the one that was today.
That's neat.
Yeah, Mega Gardevoir won that one.
I like it, Dick. That would have been a good call for what was it, Tuesday, since there was no Night March decks anywhere.
Yeah, I know that Tyler with his Rayquaza deck specifically used the Dragon Rayquazas from Roaring Skies rather than the colorless because of Manectric. And what are the odds of running into fairies other than Ryan Fairy?
Yeah.
See what I did there?
I would have been afraid to run into that guy with all the success he was having. I mean, before London, you've only lost 2 games.
Your mileage may vary. I'm trying not to be too cocky about it or anything. Like, I'm trying to just keep things in perspective a little bit, because I know the moment I start going, yeah, I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread is the day, it's going to get cut down real quick.
Yeah. I'm just proud of you, man.
I appreciate it.
I got to brag on you. Like I said, I like seeing you guys do good.
Hey, so maybe this is an episode where I'll be focused on. Cool.
There you go.
Instead, we just focus on making fun of Jamie all the time.
New Year's resolution. I'm cutting that back some.
Now, New Year's resolution inevitably let you down, so I'm just going to talk about the positive things of what happened in the past year.
There you go.
I mean, positive things that have happened in the past year. A lot of good stuff. Why don't you guys go? Talk about your positive things this year.
Go ahead, Jamie. We'll start with you.
Yeah, Jamie's going to get to talk.
I'm not in the mood to talk, to be honest.
Then why are we even filming?
I don't know. Okay, this year, I went to New York City. I went to Indianapolis. Saw Panic at the Disco live. And competed at Nationals. Got to meet the Jaywits. And ended up realizing that my longest time crush, me and her, are not meant to be together. Had my heart broken to 2 different times.
Positive, Jamie. Positive.
But dang it was the best year of my life. I've met a lot of people. What?
Nothing.
A lot of
Positive, Jamie.
people. I've met a lot of people, learned a lot about myself this year, and starting to get toward the path of getting everything lined up in my life.
What about you, Chris?
This year has been one of the best ever. I started the year out. I'd got a new job in December of 2014. I didn't really do much work considering that school was getting ready to go out when I got hired. But starting out in January, this job has been just amazing for me. It's changed a lot that I had going on. It's helped me get out of a mess that I got myself in with starting my business and then closing it down. Got a huge weight off my shoulder by being able to pay down all this debt, and I don't have collectors call me all the time anymore, and not Pokemon collectors either. Tried to sell them that crap, they wouldn't take it. But that, and we got this channel up and going. We added Ryan to the team, which is fantastic. Went out with a bang, seeing you guys do good at the city's events.
I
My
did
son's
terrible.
got
What are you talking
better.
about?
Huh?
I did
He was
terrible.
talking about the rest of us, Jamie.
You know, Jamie, this is going to be Jamie's year right here.
Yeah. This is the year of the chestnut. You're not
That's
going to be
right.
roasting over an open fire anymore.
Jamie is going to go from being the guy who doubts himself to king of the hill this year. It's going to happen with the power of positivity. Put your hands together, Jamie. Come on, Jamie.
And with less hockey talking.
That's right. New day
One
rocks.
time thing. No, day sucks.
Oh,
No,
shut up, Jamie.
day sucks.
It's the best thing going on
If
in
you
wrestling
guys
right
don't,
now.
guys, if you don't get that, that's a WWE reference.
Everybody gets that. Everybody loves unicorns.
Ryan don't.
Ryan loves
Huh.
unicorns.
I don't watch wrestling. My extent of wrestling knowledge is John Cena and Ric Flair. That is the extent of my knowledge of wrestling right there. Oh, yeah, and can you smell what The Rock is cooking? And it doesn't matter what your name is.
Because you can't see me.
Oh, yeah, I don't have my keychain near me, but John Cena's legs fell off while I was at the tournament. My little John Cena keychain, his legs fell off.
Aww.
So now he's just a head and torso, which is pretty much what he was to start with.
And you said you never watched wrestling.
I've seen the man, obviously, because of all the John Cena vines. All right, so 2015 was a huge year for me. Started in January, being completely unsure as to whether I was even going to graduate college because I feared that maybe I wasn't going to pass a class or two. But the semester went well. April 26th, my 23rd birthday, I go to the Roaring Skies pre-release at A+, and I meet Jamie. I meet
Wait,
Brick.
that was your birthday?
Yeah, that was my birthday. That was my 23rd birthday.
Happy
I completely
birthday.
forgot that.
I meet Jamie. I meet Brick. I meet JD. I meet all these wonderful people that I've been able to hang around with for, the seven months I've been around Pokemon so far. Jewel Catlett is another person I met. I met Jewel and Parker and Scott, and Scott's an awesome guy. He was the former TO before. Well, Kyle's technically not official yet, but presumably he's going to take over that role. Kyle's another person. I've met so many amazing people this year. Starting in May, I started to play Pokemon competitively. Took fourth at the first league challenge I ever went to. Graduated college in May, which being the first in my family to do that it's pretty cool. It's an accomplishment. I mean, Mama, I made it, months of playing Pokemon and working minimum wage for the Legends and trying to cobble together a couple part-time jobs. I wind up finding a full-time job towards the end of the last month. I started at a bank on the 22nd. Managed to be able to get time off for cities. I've met so many great people this year and been able to do so much cool stuff, and I can't wait for 2016 to be even better.
I love it, man. That's awesome. So, see, Jamie, you got to stay positive.
I'm not a positive person. My resolution is to get my anxiety and depression under control and to get back into college.
I think you'll do it, Jamie. I really do. I think, like I said, this is your year, Jamie.
See, shiny cardboard's great, but it can't replace personal connections, personal friendships.
That's right.
Those are what matter.
But that's what cats are for.
Cats are jerks.
Okay, dogs.
Yeah. Dogs are cool. Flappy dogs are even cooler.
Heck yeah.
Or should I say, hotter.
Flappy dogs did nothing for me.
That's because you didn't test it any.
Okay, guys, here's your little advice. Never take a deck that you have never tested ever and go into a competitive tournament with it.
You're gonna have a bad time.
And make sure that you use the right attack.
Well, that too.
Because your opponent may be a rule shark.
Oh, yeah, the two rule sharks that I come across, you know who you are if you were watching this. I bet you guys get beat up. I know they're not, but they'll probably hear about this somewhere. I bet you get beat up in school a lot. I bet none of your friends actually like you. I don't really like you, to be perfectly honest with you.
Where's that salt emoticon?
Where has this Angry Jamie been? We've been needing some Angry Jamie videos for a long time.
I didn't ask for your opinion whenever the match was over, and you was a complete jerk to me. For all I care, I will see you guys in Sevierville, and I'm taking you down.
Wow.
See, that's how we're starting out 2016.
Wow.
Jamie's on a mission. Jamie's going to take it down. Jamie Chestnaut. Rah.
Jamie Chestnaut is broken.
It's his breakthrough moment.
And Kyle, I'm going to get you back for putting my name down as Jamie, yes, I vape Chestnut.
That's what you'll be known for the rest of your life.
See, here's the thing, Jamie. I wish I could say I was behind that idea. I wasn't. I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, and if I ever host a tournament and he enters, I'm going to put his name down as Kyle. I'm a loud snorer Adams.
According to Facebook, he makes figurines out of his own poop, so.
I forgot about that. Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm in a pissed off mood, guys. I had a terrible, terrible tournament. I got beat by my own deck, and for that I actually built. And then a deck that I've been testing for 2 months got completely destroyed. I should have stuck with Rayquaza because Tyler took Rayquaza to the final round.
But Tyler also had some other things in it that were different. He had Ditto, for example, which is an awesome tech.
Yeah, I like that Ditto tech. I told him I was going to borrow that tech.
And he also got the Luck of the Fairy, and over here was the Manectric deck, and over there was a Manectric deck, but not in front of him.
There were two Manectric decks facing off against each other in top 8, and another one to his left. He had Josh Sutherland luck. He got Sutherland heads.
No doubt.
But yeah, that's my rant for the night.
You need to do a video on that. That's what the next Jamie Rants video needs to be. Rule sharking.
I can't stand a rule shark.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
Yeah, because they was like, oh, I had this one this time. Oh, read the card. Oh, you can't do that. I'm just going to go and tell him you can't do that. Why? Because I said so.
Jamie, stop.
Are you going to argue with me? Okay.
Jamie, stop.
I'm salty as crap.
So Jamie's new name is Jamie Don't Rule Shark Me Chestnut?
No, he's Jamie Chestnut Break. Or Jamie Sodium Chestnut.
Salty
NACL
nuts.
Life, bro.
Jamie Salty Nuts.
Guys, I'm really not in the mood.
See, I've already broke my resolution.
Yeah, you already broke your resolutions. It's only the first.
Well, screw that. I tried, guys. I made it almost the whole day.
Yeah.
We had to do Karp Talk tonight.
Okay. Anything else, guys? Any news?
Just that
Umbreon,
sweet Umbreon.
which desperately needs a full art.
Heck yeah, it does.
It'll probably
Every
get one.
evolution needs that full art.
We need a Sylveon EX. That's what we need.
Be up for that.
Fairy needs a good EX other than Gardevoir. Xerneas is just kind of a tech now.
Yeah, he was always meh anyway. The full art's really awesome looking though.
Oh
Does
god,
have that-
Xerneas EX is one of the most beautiful cards in the game.
Yep. Just not Ho-Oh good.
These Ho-Ohs ain't loyal
I love the Ho-Oh full art.
from the new set.
No, the old one.
Oh, the old one that DJ was running.
Yeah, that's like the first full RDX I ever seen. When we took Xavier to a tournament, I was like, man, that is the most beautiful card I've ever seen. So I ended up buying one. I've only got to use it once in that Ho-Oh Huntail deck. Because by the time I got my copy of it, it wasn't standard legal no more.
So, new Umbreon. I can't remember its first attack. Second attack is amazing. A dark and 2 colorless. It does 70 damage. And if your opponent's Pokemon active that you knocked out was a Mega Evolution, you take an additional 2 prizes.
That's 4 boys and girls. 4 prizes.
That's 4 prizes.
It's going to be broken.
Yeah, but it
I'm
only
not
does
saying it'll
70.
put the nail in the coffin of Megas. It for sure won't. I mean, it only does 70 damage. I mean, you slap a band on, that's 90. Giovanni's scheme, it's 110. But if you're Giovanni's scheming, you can't Lysander up a Mega.
Well,
Fighting Spirit Belt adds HP to it, but it only does 10 more damage. That would make it 80.
Let something else take most of the hits on it, and then you use Umbreon to finish it.
Umbreon bats with a wall.
mhm.
Giratina.
Possibly.
You can make it work.
No,
I don't know
DJ
how
can
yet.
make it work.
Yeah, DJ. Yeah, if anybody can, it's DJ.
Probably.
And DJ we trust. That man.
Thank you, base DJ.
I've never seen anybody just take random cards and make a deck that works with it. So
He did Mewtwo with Vileplume and got top 8 with it.
Mewtwo, Vileplume, Regice.
he almost got top 8 in Lexington with it too, didn't he?
Yeah.
He just ran into some bad luck there in that last match. Yep. Then Rayquaza took him out in the top 8 at London there. Anything else, guys, or is that about it for this episode?
What other content do we got coming up?
We're going to have a deck tech coming up. We're going to have an interview with Tyler Keller coming up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should have a deck tech from you and from
DJ.
Hey, let's see if we can get Jacob Hope. You pretty good friends with him, ain't you?
Yeah, I get along with him pretty well. He's already told me he's more than willing to be on our show whenever.
I think he'd be great. He has a great personality, and his deck is really unique.
Yeah.
And it's insanely expensive and shiny.
So, Jacob, do you max rare? That's one of those things that always makes me grin whenever I watch him play.
I had a pretty good match with him. Unfortunately, Cariel Hammers doesn't work when you just bring back your energy. So
Yeah.
that was a rough when it came down to trying to figure out how to get his Lugia off the bench in the active on my turn. So could knock it out, but it never did. Never did work out that way, and Lugia ended up killing me.
Of course.
Yep, so shout out to Squeaky. He signed this card for me. It's going in my binder next to Puka and J-Wits.
And we also signed a card for him, which I heard was also going by Puka and J-Wits' card.
Maybe.
Yeah. It might still be on the table.
There's only one thing I don't like about these Pokemon sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
The silver front. It looks so cheap.
Have you felt of those sleeves?
Yes.
You actually played a match with those sleeves, they are cheap.
Like 2 games in, and you'll rip every one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why my Gengar ones are still unused. I don't want to disappoint myself.
I've got a ton of those Lucario ones like that because I bought up a bunch of the trainer boxes. I let Saber use them every once in a while. He's pretty rough on cards or on the sleeves. Which he's got a bunch of the Hoopa sleeves now, so
I will say one thing though. Watch this. Look at how much resistance that had. That's how much force I had to use to get it to rip.
That was smart.
But I'm just wanting to show you, like, the sleeves are made of okay plastic. It's just the seams are hard. It's hard to shuffle with. Pokemon, step it up.
I
Matte
bust
back.
his things on them all the time.
Matte back. Matte back for better shuffling. Slightly softer seams. Come on, Puka, get on this.
Dragon Shield. My sleeve of choice.
Ultimate Guard makes a really nice, less expensive option. KMC Hypermats are great. Yeah, you guys know my opinion on that already.
I tell people, don't worry about the price on the Dragon Shields. They're worth their money.
I've still got a pack of unopened orange ones here.
I need to go get some.
I usually use pink or purple. Like I said, pink was always our biggest seller at my shop when we had it.
Why pink?
I don't know. It's what people buy. And Fusion was one that I sold a lot of that we could never keep in stock. But I probably sold double of pink and purple than I did any other color.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jeremiah Gibson, old Bucky, probably the best player at my shop. Every one of his decks he played in pink. That was magic, though.
Yeah, I mean, I played my Giratina Fairy deck in these pink ones. The pink Dragon Shields.
Pretty in pink.
They get sticky easily. That's my only problem with them.
You got dirty hands.
Squeaky's Dragon Shields had about 1 million miles on them, though.
Yeah. If that's a testament of how long those sleeves hold up.
That's the most beat up I've seen something pink in a while.
That sounded so wrong, dude.
I didn't even notice it. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, kids. I'm sorry, Josh's dad.
Oh, God.
That probably went over Josh's head.
No, but not his dad. I talked to him in Louisville. He's like, yeah, I hear you guys are encouraging Josh to drink.
Yeah, I talked to him about that. We was just joking.
He knew we were. He knew we
That's
were,
great.
but it gave me a shock for a second. I was like, oh no.
Oh,
I'm going to get angry letters. We're going to lose our number one fan.
our only fan.
We're done. No, we still have Jamie's mom.
No, my mom don't watch this crap. Come on, guys.
I always tell people that if we did merchandising now, the only two people we'd sell anything to are Jamie's mom and Josh.
Hey, as long as they got money, we don't care who's buying that stuff.
Then we'd be sitting on like 200 playmats. We'd be giving them away.
But Jamie's mom might buy them as Christmas presents for the family.
No, it'll be wrapping paper.
No, that's what my sister does. Is she'll wrap up wrapping paper, and that'll be my present. She won't get me anything. She did that one year.
I'm sorry, Jamie.
Yeah,
that sounds like something out of a
Christmases.
movie. That sounds like something out of a movie, like a really bad movie.
That's called Jamie's life.
My laugh really is like a bad sitcom. No joke.
Jamie's Life, coming to theaters in 2016.
I'm just waiting 6 weeks for Deadpool movie.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Heck yeah.
I cannot wait to see that.
Karp, yeah. Chris, edit that out.
Karp
Do not
test.
take Xavier to see that.
Say what?
Do not take Xavier to see that.
Oh yeah, man, I'm taking that's a good father-son movie right there.
That's more of take your drunk friends to laugh at movie.
Well,
Oh, my friends probably will be drunk when we go see it.
Anyway, guys, I gotta get up early. I gotta work in the morning. And so
Yeah,
Ryan.
I gotta get to work early tomorrow too.
I gotta sleep in tomorrow, guys. I've only got
Lucky.
2 days of vacation left.
Lucky.
Then I gotta go back to teach school.
Gotta go
Poor
back
thing.
and teach the children's. They're our future. Knowledge is power.
They are. I've got to teach those kids how to play Pokemon. They keep
You
playing
really
it wrong in
do.
the hallway.
You really
No,
do.
teach them to play Gyarados that way, or Platinum Gyarados. That way they can attack for no energies.
That would help because they're putting fighting energies on their Crobats and everything, or special fighting energies.
Oh no.
And they're not even evolving. They're just like whoever has best Pokemon. That's not how that works, guys.
It's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
What do you know about Pokemon, Mr. Morgan? Well, let me tell you, not much.
We only have a YouTube channel devoted to it.
You guys should watch our channel.
Let me tell you, kids, this is a Caterpie. and when it evolves, turns into Venomoth here.
Heck yeah.
My head hurts.
Yay, mission accomplished.
Boom. All right, guys, I think we've rambled long enough.
Yep.
All right. To all the carpaholics out there, keep on splashing, guys.
Keep splashing.
Bye.